It's a presentation of music that's been inspired by stories of some sort. Now we've branched out into stories and poetry. Listening to the Shining Levels actually started it. So it was listening to the Shining Levels and being like, I can't believe that, because the album, if you've never heard it, it's incredible. But now that obviously I've discovered that, I'm finding more music like that. So I'm talking about the Shining Levels, which kind of prompted this whole plan. But the forthcoming HARK, the online version, we're working with a band called Stick in the Wheel, or arranging sort of the headline act, which is them and a fella called Jack Sharp. And the album that they're bringing music from, which is Help the Witch, which is music based on the book Help the Witch by Tom Cox, is equally just this incredibly expansive, I'm going to call it strange folk because I don't really know what else to call it. We know so many people loved it last year. We still get, I'll still run into people that I've never met before, and they'll say, oh, sort of like, what sort of thing do you do? And I'll be like, oh, I was involved in this, like I created this event called HARK and I do it with tracks. And they'll be like, oh, I was there, that was incredible. And even though we can't do a live event, we just wanted to take the opportunity to keep it alive, basically, and keep people involved and try and sort of cater to that new audience who came along and listened, and make sure that they still get the chance to discover more music and more writing. And take the opportunity this time as well, because it's online, it meant that we could book bands who are not necessarily in the local area or didn't have to travel up. Help the Witch is an anthology album. So there's 10 tracks and every track is by a different band. And we wouldn't, if it had been live, been able to afford to have a few bands from that involved. So we wouldn't have been able to bring them all up here. But because it was online, it meant we could approach them and get at least a couple of them involved at a distance. So sort of taking advantage of the different media and seeing how it works on a HARK basis. There will be a link attached to this video so that you can watch the live stream, which it starts at 7:30 on the 11th of October, and then obviously it'll be available to look afterwards. But it would be great if you watched it with us.